blue flame light with them two-tone gates. Who you know gon' face? I see them keep trying, professional imitators. Wreck, where's the flag? Now you're making me mad.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Newton. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. This one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Newton.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On first down, Newton. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again is Newton. Steps away to his left. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Here's Newton.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down the 47-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Newton to throw. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. Newton on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're starting to challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Newton steps away. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
Meanwhile, Jackson's thrown into the hands of Andrews.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Yeah, boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. They'll roll it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson punching it in from a yard away as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down, Steelers.
To the air again, Newton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now Newton on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
From the red zone now, Newton. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Newton sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 70-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Cameron Hayward breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for the Ravens. Touchdown.
But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was just thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Newton. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Going up top. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, these 2 teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That's caught by Jackson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Here's a diving catch right side. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Finding some room at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Now a first down throw for Newton. He gets it complete to Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Newton. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll make it a 2nd down. Again, Newton. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Newton now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A
sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And from what we said, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris, and he is going to lose yardage here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Newton.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. Now he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's Anthony McFarland to return from his end zone. No run back here for McFarland. A touchback, and the ball out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jackson on first down. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play as he gets 28 out of that one. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here's Anthony McFarland to return from his end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
On first down, Newton. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A shotgun snap for Newton. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Deshaun Jackson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No run back here for McFarland. A touchback and a ball out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the save. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Newton, fourth down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Jackson on first down. And it's caught.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Carter, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's a...
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No run back here for McFarland. A touchback. And the ball out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. And he's got his target, Harris. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. To the air again, Newton. Ebron with it over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Newton on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point now by Boswell. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
All right, I got you.
Big offensive explosion leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, they finished the regular season with another win. They're 15th against just 2 losses.
And now they'll have the week off as they get